the element names, which maybe by now you do or don't, I don't know. But do you know what the Li stands for?
Lithium.
Lithium and Br.
Mm, is it like bromine? I don't know off the top of my head.
It is bromine, yeah. And if you need to grab a periodic table or if you want to pull one up on your side,
Yeah, I have
you'll
one right
definitely.
there.
Okay, great. So the way to name it is you start with the first one, lithium, and I think spelling matters.
Yeah.
And then it's bromide. It's an ide.
Wait, why? How do you know?
The second one is always an ide in these binaries. These are called binary compounds.
Oh,
So it's typically like a metal and the non-metal.
all right.
So what they're trying to do up here at the top, and I'll snip this in now, maybe it'll make more sense. Let's snip this in a little bit. Okay. The name of all compounds containing only two elements end in "ide." So if you only have two elements, which is what you have here, they end in "ide." The positive ion, which is the second one, I'm sorry. Positive ion is the first one. Lithium is the metal. The negative ion consists of the stem, so like the root part of it, plus the suffix "ide." So they're trying to tell you that if you see like bromine, it's going to be bromide, oxide, chloride, fluoride, iodide, hydride, nitride, phosphide, sulfide, carbide.
All right. And that's the only one there's two?
Yeah.
All right.
But it's got to be a positive ion and a negative ion. And I think the teacher's trying to give you the full list here. Like there's not going to be a exception to the, or like something outside of this list. So for
Um,
number two, you have to give the name of the first one, Mg. What is Mg?
magnesium.
Magnesium,
Mhm. And then fluoride, fluorine. It would be
right,
fluoride,
is
right?
fluorine, and then you change it to Fluoride. It's
Yeah.
an ide.
All right.
Any questions on that?
No. Does the number at the bottom matter? Like
Does
F2?
not. Nope. And I was about to say that is just irrelevant. It does matter for like how to write them. Because the other thing is sometimes they make you write the compound from the name. But what's Al stand for?
Aluminum.
So you always write that one, aluminum. And then this is oxygen. So you go back up to your list here. Oxygen is
Oxide.
oxide, yeah. Number four,
Cesium.
cesium. And then P is phosphorus, which you go look for. You're like, oh, uh, I like sticking with the "ide," so I guess I'd remember phosphide with a PH.
All right. Mm,
All right, why don't you try the next couple on your own? You probably will need a periodic table for a few of them.
Yeah, I have one right here. I'll do one.
Okay.
All right, I think I have them.
Okay, so the one I'm most interested in is the second word, iodide, carbide,
Mm-hmm.
fluoride, nitride. And then the rest of them are just looking them up. Is it rubidium?
Yeah.
See, I don't know how to spell that. I would definitely lose points on that. Beryllium, I would also probably not spell right. Strontium, not much better. I think I might be able to get aluminum. Any questions on that?
No, I'm good.
Okay, now the next part is that polyatomic thing. So, you said you've seen that before?
Yeah, I have once, but I like didn't really understand it that well.
The okay.
Like with more
Um, yeah, that's fine. I'll give you as much explanation as I can on this. So let's look at your next ones, and then we'll do some more review of both. We'll mix them up.
all right.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
All right, so the big difference between these and the previous one, you already alluded to it, is that there's more than two elements. There's three. And so you have to recognize CO3. Your eyes have to be drawn to CO3. And then you go to your favorite uh, polyatomic reference sheet
Uh-huh.
and you find it on there and you figure out the name of CO3.
CO3. Is it um 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 is
Yours
it
might have like a 2 minus on there.
oh um is it carbonate?
Yes. And the wording is really important. I mean, you read, you know how words matter, right? It's carbonate, not carbonite or something else. And then the first one is potassium. So you just grab whatever the first one is, just like before, but then the CO3 is carbonate, and it's altogether potassium carbonate.
All right.
Yeah, questions or
Oh, hold on
thoughts
just
on
one
that?
second, just one second.
Sure.
Sorry about that. All right.
Yeah, so it's just like it's kind of a lot of the same. Like you figure out what the first element is, then
How
you
do you
got to go
guys
figure.
tell if there's like you said like the two negative like wasn't on there? Like how do you know when to look for that?
Well, it's supposed to, the reason it's too negative is by itself it's too negative, but because with the potassium is really +1, so when you have two +1s, that cancels out with a 2 minus. It's
Oh,
supposed to have a 0 net charge. Have you so have that been talked about?
no, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So the second one here Na is what? What is the
Sodium?
sodium? Good old sodium. And then this one over here is going to be on your list. Now, don't worry about, don't look for, just look for the letters C to C with a base of 2, H with a base of 3, O with a base of 2, and look for those letters on there.
Um, I don't think I see it. I don't think it's on here.
That would be like a teacher to give you something that's not on there. It's on the one that I sent you. I'll snip that in here. You can see that. It's
Oh yeah, see, like we don't have anything that looks like that.
maybe they want you to explore the internet. So it's acetate,
All right.
sodium acetate. Any questions on that?
I mean, like not really. Is there a way to figure that out without having it on a sheet?
No,
No?
nope. I don't know. You ask a chemist. I'm not a chemist. I think I don't find this interesting. I feel bad for students that have to take it like yourself that really don't even like I guess I sort of enjoyed it at first, but now no thanks. So all
Mhm.
right. So this one is, let me see if this one's on there. Uh this one is different.
Is it like N1H4, N102?
So the NH4, and I this is where this one's different. NH4 is on your sheet. Well, could be, and then NO2 is on your sheet.
Yeah, NO2 is.
Okay.
It's a nitrogen dioxide.
Uh, NO2 is nitrite. Nitrite.
Oh, sorry, my paper says nitrogen dioxide for NO2.
So
Uh,
that's true, but not when it's a polyatomic ion.
oh,
So I would recommend using that reference sheet I sent you
all right. Let
to
me
look
just,
at. Maybe you can print it out here or for tomorrow.
all right,
And you'll also be able to find that NH4.
all right. All right. So for NH4, let me see. Ammonium.
Agreed? So it's ammonium nitrite. Does that make sense? How you break those up? Once you know to break them up, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll probably just have to do a bunch of these compounds. I'll be able to find a bunch so you
All
get tired of them. So um, this one you're looking for HCO3, Na, is sodium.
Hold on. Sorry. I'll be right back. I'm
Sure,
sorry.
yep, take your time.
Sorry, I have to keep leaving.
It's okay. Um, you're the customer. You don't have to explain yourself. Uh,
Thanks.
I so what I'd like you to do is look up HCO3 and that reference that I sent you. It is there. Don't worry about the
Okay.
pluses or minuses.
All right, HCO3. Um, hydrogen carbonate.
It is. So it's
So is it
sodium.
sodium hydrogen carbonate? Is that how you write
Yeah.
it?
Well, that's where I'm gonna need to do a quick search on this. Sodium hydrogen. Yeah, I think that is correct.
All right.
Let me do a quick search on that. But
Sorry for any background noise.
nope, actually I don't hear it. Now, actually,
Um,
there is a better name for this one. How would you guys know to do that? So the other way, it's a hydrogen carbonate.
sorry, wait,
So
what was
the other name I'm seeing here is sodium bicarbonate,
Oh,
and I don't know exactly why that works. So you may want to ask your instructor about that. The one that you gave me is correct, though. This is correct, but I'm also seeing this.
all right.
The next two are more straightforward, thank goodness. So for number 5 here, you have AL on
Mm-hmm.
your sheet, and then PO4 you should be able to find.
All right, it's gonna be aluminum, and then let me see, PO4, phosphate.
Yeah,
Cool. So are all these gonna end in eight?
most of them do. Yeah,
Wait, do they always or not always?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Do they always do or like
Uh,
not always?
Well, there's if you look in the most of them are eights, but there's a few ites.
How do you know like when you're just looking at it, like which one it
I'm
is?
just I'm just reading the like let me grab this list again. What I was referring to is that like um it's phosphate, acetate, but there's a sulfite and a
Yeah,
sulfate.
I see it like on the sheet.
There's no other way to know.
All right. Well, that's comforting.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So the last one, like what do the parentheses mean?
That is for a different discussion, which we can have. They're for the like I said, they're neutral, they're net zero charge. Um, but if you would like, I can give you more of a description on it, but you actually don't need them for naming. For naming, you just look at the BA and the PO4.
All right. Okay. If it doesn't matter, then like I don't have to know. I just,
Not
that's
for naming. For naming, no.
all right. Okay. So BA, let me get my periodic table. BA is barium.
Barium, yep, and PO4.
Um, did we just do that? Isn't it phosphate?
Yeah, it's I always check because there's phosphate and phosphite, and this is phosphate.
All right.
What do you have a test or quiz coming up?
I have a quiz on Wednesday.
So it might be good to ask your teacher some of these questions that you're asking me to get there, like will you get the polyatomic ions so that you know if you have to memorize them or not.
All right.
You might want to ask about periodic table to know if you're gonna have to spell, rubidium or strontium or whatever, the weird ones.
Yeah.
And then you also want to know the other thing that you want to know that we've not done is like, and that's kind of alluding to the charges. But let's say I give you problem like uh, calcium fluoride. I give you the name, and it's like, will you be expected to then write CaF? And that's where those numbers come in.
All right. I've never done anything like that in class, but like I really don't know if we'll have to do it.
Sure. So that's fine. So let me find some more these polyatomic ion compounds to name and then some of the other ones here.
Uh,
Uh, let me have you, and I guess I'll just sprinkle some in. Is that okay? Was there anything else you wanted to cover tonight?
no, that's it.
Okay, how's math class going?
Math is actually doing pretty good. Like I got a 95 on my last test.
Wow. Please share
Thanks.
that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right. I'm just looking for some problems.
All right, yeah, no problem.
So here is one that I'll have you write the name of. I'll start putting some up here.
All right. Um, is AG silver? Hello?
Yes.
Sorry, is AG silver?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so it would be silver carbonate?
Isn't it an
Oh
SO3
wait,
there?
sorry. I misread it. Sorry, hold on. Um, I can't find it.
Is there? It's in the 2 minus charge column.
Um, oh, sulfite?
Yeah, and you were asking about that earlier. So sometimes you get the ites. The ites, they're not all eights.
Oh, dude, you just have to like remember like what's what.
Yeah, I mean, just if you get the polyatomic sheet, you can just look it up. There's not really a way to remember, as far as I know.
All right, because like I have a sheet, but it feels like it doesn't have like this on it. It has like other stuff.
Do you want to send a picture of it over, or if not, I mean, just check with your teacher, make sure you've got the most up-to-date one that you will need.
All right, I mean like at the beginning of the year, like he's the one that passed it out to everyone. So I think like it'll probably be fine, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I don't know.
Okay, try this second one for me, please.
All right. Honestly, can you help me with that one?
What is Al? Let's start with the easy one.
Aluminum.
Aluminum. Okay,
Do you have to
the
pick this
C2,
one up? Or
it's in the one charge column.
oh, acetate?
Yes.
I thought you had to break it up.
No, yeah, I'm not doing that for you, but I guess I can here. Um, that's part of it. So like NaOH breaks up right there.
Oh, all right. So wait, NaOH would be sodium and um hydroxide?
Sodium hydroxide, yeah.
All right.
All right, you ready for another one?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, okay, I got this one. Iron nitrate.
You are correct.
All
Good
right,
job.
I think I'm like getting it.
Okay, so let's go back and do some of the other ones that we had kind of that first grouping. Just put a few up on the screen here for you to try.
All right.
All right, there's that one.
All right. So it's like zinc and the F2 is um, like fluoride.
Okay, and that's another question there for your instructor. Are they gonna spelling gonna be a thing or? Okay, so go ahead and take a look at the next one, please.
Okay. Lithium and then nitrate. No, nitrogen? Is there anything after it?
So this is where there's two elements, right? So what's the rule for the second one?
Um, um,
Like what did you do here in the first one?
like add like the IED.
Yeah.
This would be nitride.
Okay. All right. And how about the next one here?
Hold
Two
on,
elements again.
I gotta look. Wait, Ca. Sorry, let me just look it up. So calcium hydroxide or hydride,
Okay.
hydride.
Yeah. So calcium hydride.
All right.
Good. Good. Um, let me see here. Just grab a couple more. Is this helping?
Yes, this is really helping.
Okay.
Um, is it lithium oxide and then aluminum bromide?
Okay. how are you normally test given? Are they like free response or multiple choice or
Usually it's a mix of like multiple choice and free response.
okay. Let me see if I can find some test questions for you
All right,
that aren't super crazy.
thanks.
These are not helpful. This one here. Okay, not that that one's gone. You can't see it, but on the other screen, I'm frantically looking through files from other people trying to find stuff that will be useful for you. And
Thank you.
yeah, it's I wish sometimes you guys the customer could see this. All right, let's see here. All right, here, I guess we'll just do a few more of those other polyatomic ions. So here's a good one for you to name. Take a look at that.
You have to split this one, or is it just
Yeah,
like that?
right there, right there.
All right, okay, magnesium, and then just give me a second to look. Hydroxide?
So the final answer is magnesium hydroxide, I think I heard.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
All
All right,
right,
here's
then yeah, and then calcium carbonate.
okay, good. And the last one.
Let me look. Is that one on the list?
NH4 should be on there.
All right, let me look. I'm seeing like NO. Hold on. Oh, ammonium chloride, I want to say. I didn't check that though. Chloride?
Okay,
CO?
good.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, none of these are all that helpful.
It's okay if we end a little bit early. Like I know like we don't have a lot.
Up to you. I'm just keep scanning for more. Most of these are free response, so you should be expected to do free response, I guess.
Yeah. I think
That's
like usually it's like 70% multiple choice and 30% like free response.
that's good. That is good. Let me see if I can find one more thing here. I was looking for something. So like the closest I could get to this, which is not fair to give you. Um, this the closest I could get was we did a problem like this is cobalt
Oh, I have that, I think.
chloride.
Yeah, I think I have the ones that say cobalt on like my sheet.
Yeah, and so you can see here it's either this one or this one, and then the rest of it comes down to charge. But you said that that's not part of it. Um, they tend to ask them more backwardsy, which is why I was saying that you might be expected to do that.
Yeah.
So like here, like for example, sorry, and to answer this one is B, in case you want to look back at that. So for potassium sulfite, what is sulfite? Is it SO3 or is it SO4? Or is it
SO,
or is it
SO,
HSO3, HSO4?
I think HSO3, right?
Let me look.
Yeah,
Sulfite is
yeah, SO3. So far.
SO3. Yeah. So it's this one. It's not hydrogen, but those are the types of questions I'm seeing. I'm not seeing I don't know, like this one right here. So this was a good one, I guess. To make this multiple choice, it would be like A, B, C, D. So we already know the answer is calcium carbonate. No,
Yeah.
carbonate. CO3 is, what is CO3? Carbonate. The other wrong answer would be like carbonite or carbonide, maybe, or like calcium, carbon, calcium oxide, maybe. I mean, it's not that easy to make these where it's kind of obvious because only one of them fits on your reference sheet, which is that
Yeah,
one there.
yeah.
All right. Any other questions, thoughts?
Not really. Like that's pretty much it.
Okay. Do you feel like you understand the difference between the two on your worksheet? The first grouping where you had binary compounds, which were just two. That's where you put the ides on the end.
Huh?
And then the other grouping was where you had to look at the polyatomic ion in that sheet that we took a look at.
Yeah, I definitely get it.
Okay. Well, if you're okay, we can stop here.
All right. Yeah, I think
It's
it
up to
might
you.
be about time anyways, right?
All right.